So, you're thinking of moving to Palm Coast, Florida, but curious what the deal is with the growth in the area? You're not alone. Palm Coast has had some major growth in the last 15 years, with even more to come. And that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. Palm Coast 15 years ago, now, and in the future. So if that's something you're interested in, then stick around because we're going to get after it right now. Hi, my name is Stephanie Schulis with Real Broker. Thanks so much for joining us today. If this is your first time here, tap that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you'll be the first to be notified every time we put out brand new content all about Palm Coast, Florida living and moving to Palm Coast, Florida and the surrounding areas. We get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make a move to Palm Coast every day, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking of moving in the next 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'll do everything we can to help you make a smooth move to Palm Coast, Florida. Palm Coast. If you've lived here long enough, you already know this place has changed a lot. Today, I'm taking you on a little journey. We're talking about what Palm Coast was like 15 years ago, right around 2010, what it looks like today, and what the next 15 years are shaping up to be. And trust me, whether you're thinking of moving here, buying a home here, or just curious how this little coastal city grew up so fast, you're gonna want to stick around. Let's dive in. Let's rewind to 2020. Palm Coast back then had a very different energy. Quiet, slower, fewer restaurants, fewer grocery stores, fewer people, period. You could drive down Palm Coast Parkway at 5 o'clock and barely hit traffic. No town center nightlife, no Target, definitely no shopping sprees. It really had that hidden coastal town feel, like a place only locals knew about. Back then, Palm Coast homes were inexpensive, and that's an understatement. The median home price floated around $150,000 in some sections. Waterfront homes, you can find canal homes under $250,000. This was post-recession. Lots of foreclosures, lots of opportunity. And almost no one outside Florida had Palm Coast on their radar. If you visited Town Center in 2010, you probably remember it looked nothing like today. A few buildings, a few businesses. It was a plan on paper, not a lifestyle hub. The hospital wasn't as large. Epic Theaters wasn't there yet. Parks, apartments, schools, all very early in development. It felt like the idea of a city that hadn't fully grown into itself. Imagine a Palm Coast with no roundabouts, fewer lanes, fewer stoplights, and a lot less traffic. Back then, Matanzas Woods and Whiteview were practically rural. US 1 was quiet. I-95 wasn't nearly as busy. Everything was smaller because Palm Coast simply wasn't built for the population it has today. Life was simple. People fished in the canals, walked on trails, hit the beach, and that was about it. If you wanted big restaurants, concerts, shopping malls, you drove to Daytona or St. Augustine. Palm Coast was peaceful, but limited. That small town charm is what hooked people. The nature, the quiet, the affordability. Fast forward to today, and Palm Coast has grown up. There's more families, more retirees, more remote workers. We've gone from a quiet, little-known city to one of the fastest growing coastal areas in Florida. And it shows in the housing market, in the roads, in the new businesses popping up everywhere. Real estate is a completely different world now. That median price of $150,000, gone. Try $347,000 today. Those $250,000 canal homes, many are 550 plus depending on updates and location. New construction communities are everywhere, from Sawmill to Colbert Landings, all along US 1. Palm Coast is now a known destination, not a secret. Town Center has become a real community hub. Restaurants, shopping, schools, apartments, theaters, food truck festivals, outdoor concerts, and more on the way. This is becoming the true downtown of Palm Coast, and it's still evolving. What felt empty in 2010, it's now the heartbeat of the city. There's new roundabouts, the lanes have been widened, there's new parks, new walking paths. Palm Coast invested heavily in infrastructure to catch up with the growth. Places like Waterfront Park, Graham Swamp upgrades, and improvements along the intercoastal, all huge quality of life boosts. And Flagler Beach has expanded its boardwalk, restaurants, and surf spots. Today's Palm Coast lifestyle feels balanced. It's still peaceful, it's still nature focused, but now with more conveniences, more shopping, more dining, more community events. You can live a quiet waterfront life, but still grab Starbucks, Target, or a movie within 10 minutes. While this growth and change may be too much for those that wish it stayed a hidden, quiet coastal town, this is the version of Palm Coast many people 15 years ago dreamed about. And if you think Palm Coast is growing now, just wait. The next 15 years are projected to bring steady, continuous growth, especially from out-of-state retirees and families. Remote work changed everything. People want space, sunshine, affordability, and lifestyle, and Palm Coast checks all those boxes. Palm Coast and Flagler County as a whole have major long-term plans in motion. Here's what's coming up. There's US 1 commercial corridor expansion, more roundabouts and widened roads to reduce congestion, new schools and expansions for growing population, more parks, trails, and intercoastal access, smart traffic systems, upgraded stormwater and flood mitigation systems, upgraded water and waste facilities, beach renourishment and protection, and plans for more medical facilities near town center and Route 100. In other words, Palm Coast isn't slowing down. It's planning for the future. You can expect new master planned communities, especially west of US 1 and north of Matanzas Woods. We're going to see more waterfront inspired developments, higher end communities along the intercoastal, and a continued push for walkable, lifestyle focused neighborhoods near town center. The city is evolving from a quiet bedroom town into a modern coastal city. Picture this: more waterfront restaurants, more walking trails, better boating access, a true walkable town center. Palm Coast in 2040 looks like a harmonious mix of nature and modern living. Not overbuilt, but enhanced in all the right ways. Some things will shift. Traffic will increase. Housing will continue rising. Some empty land will be developed. But the city's long-term strategy is clear: growth without losing the charm. That's the balance Palm Coast is aiming for. If you've lived here long enough, you've watched Palm Coast grow from a quiet coastal town into a vibrant, balanced, evolving community. And over the next 15 years, it's going to get better, with more opportunity, more lifestyle options, and more reasons people fall in love with this area. And if you're thinking about making Palm Coast part of your next chapter, I'd love to help you discover the perfect home and neighborhood for your lifestyle. Thanks for watching. Here's to the past, present, and future of Palm Coast. That's all for this one. We'll see you on the next one.